So I just dug two holes back to back, and first hole I thought it was a Canadian George V penny, but on further examination it ended up being an Indian head. It looks like a 1906, so that's pretty cool. I haven't found one of those in a really long time, since this is Canada, but it's nice to find one of those. And hole I just dug right here in front of you is I just dug an old George V nickel. It's a 1927, so pretty cool. Just figured I'd come a couple hours after work, maybe find a few old coins, so not off to too bad a start. Time to find some silver. I'll get back to you if I find anything else. Well, just dug another hole. I was hoping for silver, but not quite. But still a cool find, 1928 Canadian penny. These are always nice to find. Kind of hard to find in BC, but there you go. So I'll get back to you if I find silver. Or so I just found what I thought was a large cent, but upon further inspection I don't really think it is. It's got a hole in it. Looks like some sort of old pendant. Not really sure what the design is, but it looks kind of interesting, so I'll get it cleaned up and let you know exactly what it is if I can figure it out. So I got out after work today for a couple hours and went to the same park where I found the 6 silver yesterday. Fortunately I didn't find any silver today, but I did find some cool things. The pendant I showed you earlier, it looks like a native design on it. Still needs quite a bit of cleaning, but I'll clean it up and hopefully it'll turn out nice. Nickel I found, it was a 1927. Which is kind of cool. Like I mentioned before, these are kind of hard to find, so it's always nice when I find one of these. Next, I was fortunate enough to find an Indian head penny, which I don't find too many of. I think I found maybe 3 so far. And it's a 1900. I thought it was 1906, but it's 1900. It looks to be in pretty good shape, so that's nice. And along with that I found a couple wheat pennies. And as you can tell, they're in really bad condition. I don't know if I'll ever get a date off those, but still kind of interesting. Found a 1928 George V penny, which is Canadian. It's kind of nice. And a couple George VI, a 39, and I think it's a 40 or a 49. And last but not least, an Elizabeth. I think it's early 60s or late 60s. And that's it. Lots of pennies today, no silver, but still some pretty cool finds. Get back to you next time with hopefully some silver. So I figured I'd come out after work for a couple hours today and try to find some silver, and a couple holes later dug a penny and a modern dime, and then I just dug a silver dime, which is kind of nice. It's a George V, so that's kind of cool. Can't really read the date on it, but I think it's early teens, not 100% sure. Funny thing is I got a iffy signal and I dug a nail and then put the hole back, went over the same area again, and picked up another iffy signal, and thought, what the heck, let's give this a shot, and dug a little further, and sure enough, up popped the silver dime. So it's a good reason to pick up your trash. You never know what's going to lie underneath. Anyway, I'll get back to you if I find anything else. Well, just found another silver. It's getting pretty dark, so it's kind of hard for me to read any date or anything on it. Not sure if you can make it out, but I'll get back to you at the roundup and let you know exactly what it is. It's cool. It's my second silver tonight, so don't have much time left, so hopefully I can get another one before I go home. So I was hoping for another silver, and sure enough, very next hole, right side by side. So literally one hole was 1 inch from the other hole, and it was an iffy signal, but I dug it anyway, and I found a small nickel, so that's pretty awesome. Again, it's pretty dark, so not sure what the year is, but I'm just going to head back to my car and swing the coil, and if I find anything else, I'll get back to you. Otherwise, I'll see you at the roundup. So, do a quick wrap up here. Got out for a couple hours after work, which is kind of good. Found some interesting things. Found a, I think it's a 1912 or 1913 small nickel. Yeah, I think it's 1913. Found a silver dime, 1920, and another silver dime, 1916. So those are my silvers for today. Found a penny, Canadian George V penny, 1927. This is a nice find. Found two George VI pennies. See if I can zoom in a little bit better and get a date on it. One is a 48 and the other is a 49. Back to the 27. Get a better look at it. And last but not least, I found a grungy old wheat penny. A really bad shape. I don't know what it is with this park that I'm hunting in, but the wheat pennies, they just come out really terrible. Anyway, we'll get back to you next time and hopefully have some more stuff to show you.